Hi everyone, this is Christy, and today I'm going to show you how I make pineapple chicken. Pineapple chicken is a stir fry of chicken, pineapple and vegetables, all tossed together in a sweet and savory sauce. I have chicken breast here. You usually use chicken thigh, but in this case I use the chicken breast. This is what I had available to me. I also have my ingredients here. I'm going to go through these ingredients with you briefly and show you what they are, give you the names of them. These are my fresh ingredients as well, which I'll be doing the same thing. Alright, so my ingredients here, I have, as I said before, my chicken breast. I have sugar, chicken broth, hoisin sauce, cornstarch, sesame seeds, soy sauce, black pepper, pineapple chunks. I have my salt and I have some vegetable oil. I also have some fresh ingredients. The recipe called for a red bell pepper, but I like variety, so I've also added a yellow bell pepper and a green bell pepper. I have my garlic, my ginger, red onion, and I have my chive for garnishing. Alright, so these are my fresh ingredients, and as you can see, very colorful and beautiful. So here I'm just gonna prep my chicken. I'm gonna cut it into cubes. You can cut this to suit you. I mean, you can cut it in strips. I've seen persons do pineapple chicken with just the strips, and I've seen persons do it in cubes. I like doing it in cubes because I think it blends better with the ingredients, because I'm going to be cubing up my bell peppers as well, and I think it yields a bit more when you cube it up, right? So I'm going to continue cubing my chicken here, and when I'm finished with cubing it, I am going to be washing it again. I already did, but I'm going to wash it again, and I am going to season it up. The recipe stated season with salt and black pepper, but I threw in a little green seasoning in there, freshly ground green seasoning, as you can see. And here I am prepping my bell peppers. I am going to do just what I'm doing with the red bell pepper. I'm going to do it with the yellow bell pepper and the green bell pepper as well. I'm going to take the seeds out, and because you don't need the seeds in this recipe, so I'm going to take the seeds out, and then I will roughly chop my peppers. Alright, so as you can see, that's what I'm doing here. And you all know, those who are you have your mom and your dad to assist you, make sure you be very careful with the knives. You know, we don't play in the kitchen and we don't play with knives, so we need to be very careful here. Alright, so just as I said, I am prepping the peppers. I'm just slicing them, and then I'm gonna give them a rough chop to cube them up. So as you can see, that's what I'm doing here, just giving it a rough chop. Don't have to be picture perfect, just a nice rough chop. You can do it chunkier to your liking or smaller. And this is the finished product: my red peppers, my yellow peppers, my green peppers, and my red onions. Here you have the sauces and the cornstarch. You have pineapple juice, the chicken broth, and the soy sauce. In this bowl here, I have my hoisin sauce, all measured out already to suit my recipe. I also have my grated ginger and my grated garlic, which all in portions to suit the recipe as well. So here I had my oil on a medium fire, and when the oil was hot, I put in the seasoned chicken, and I will just toss this chicken up a bit. Just give it a nice little toss and try to let the oil coat as much of the chicken as possible. And I would leave this chicken on the fire for, let's say, about 6 to 8 minutes, stirring it occasionally just to make sure it doesn't stick or it doesn't burn. At the end of the 8 minutes, this is what I had. It sprung a little bit of water, but that's fine. I added my chopped peppers and onion. As you can see, the colors are so awesome and so amazing in this recipe. The colors are beautiful. They blend together so nicely. So I just tossed it up a bit. When I put it in, I just give that a nice little toss, stir it up, ensure that all my I've also added the pineapple chunks here. I forgot about that. But yes, I added the pineapple chunks. And I will give this a nice little stir. Toss it all up together. Ensure that everything blends up well here. Well, not blends, but everything mixes well. And as you can see, I mean, this is already looking so delicious. The flavors here were awesome. It was smelling really, really, really nice. So just toss it up a bit, and then I left it for about 5 minutes again. And I added my ginger and my garlic and just mix that in there. Let the sauces cover it and let that just simmer for a bit. Toss it up, ensure that it's mixed well. And I let it simmer for a bit. Here I'm going to make the sauce that I'm going to put over it. So I'm adding my pineapple juice to the sugar. I will also add the chicken broth. I am also going to add the soy sauce. And last, I'll be adding the hoisin sauce to this mixture. I'm going to just mix this together. If you have a whisk, you can whisk it together nicely. I use the fork and just give it a nice little mix, stir it all together. Try to get that sugar melted as much as you can. It's going to melt in the pot, but you just want to give this a nice little toss and mix while you can on the outside. All this time the chicken is still simmering in the pot because I have to add this to the chicken. This is where the burst of sweet and savory flavors will come in. So this is my chicken, and I'm going to add the hoisin sauce mixture. Just stir it all up and get it in there. Guys, this was smelling so amazing. I'm just gonna toss everything together, ensure that everything is coated nicely with the sauce. Just keep tossing it, give it a nice little stir. It was awesome. The scent was nice. So I'm now going to mix the cornstarch with a tablespoon of cold water and just stir it up and ensure that the cornstarch melts nicely. The cornstarch will thicken the mixture because you don't want it too runny and watery. You want a nice thick sauce, right? So I'm adding the cornstarch here now. And when the cornstarch is added here, it's just a few more minutes. You give it a minute or two again until the sauce thickens to your liking. And that's it. So I stirred it up a bit again, ensure that everything was coated nicely. You see how beautiful the colors come together there. The chicken, the pineapple, the bell peppers, the red onions are in there. Everything is just marinating so nicely in the sauce. And the smell is awesome. It's really, really wonderful. So I cannot wait to enjoy this. As you can see, the sauce has thickened up a bit. So yeah, we are very close to the finish line. This is my sesame seeds that I'm gonna use to garnish. You can toast the sesame seeds if you like, but that's not necessary. And I also I cut my chive very thin and nice, also to garnish. People garnish with celery as well and different things, but this is what I used. So guys, this is the finished product. As you can see, it looks awesome. It looks so beautiful, and trust and believe, it tasted just as lovely as it looks. It is a burst of flavors. Everything fused together nicely, everything blended together nicely, and this dish was really a hit. You can enjoy it with rice. I actually just had my own as is, and it was delicious.